On Devil's Advocate, you addressed like a back and forth over communion with your mom. I want to know, like, was this a real conversation that you had with her?
Yeah. It was a bad conversation. A lot of times I feel like that. Like, honestly, it was a real conversation.
But it's real though. It's real,
and that's how I be feeling. Sometimes
because we have to be able to ask those questions.
I want to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's on my mind. So if it's on my mind, I feel like that's what it is. I'm being truthful, I'm being honest and open.
Right.
Why can't we have a conversation?
Right.
So it's not. The conversation wasn't as rash as I made it. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like a disrespectful thing. It was just more so like I was curious.
Like, hey, why don't we?
Because I was curious. It was pushing her buttons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was more so like, why the fuck are you asking me that? Mm-hmm. Why you trying to figure? I'm like, bro, that don't make sense. Right. Like, it's just, I'm looking at it, I'm seeing it. I can formulate my own. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you raised a thinker. I'm thinking.
It don't make sense. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just basic shit. Like, and if I wanted to know what we were doing in church, why is that bad? Like, what is communion?
Right.
Why is we drinking this? Like, why do you not drink it? Why every time we do this, we go to the back of the church? Like, what are we doing?
And those are honest questions to ask, especially when you see everybody and it's like, wait, hold up. Because those are questions that you had as a child, but we're probably taught that, okay, it's not time to ask those, you know what I'm saying? But as you get older and you start coming into your own, you want to be able to ask these questions. And I like the fact that you were able to address that, because I grew up in the church. My father's actually a pastor, and he became a pastor. Word. Yeah, he became a pastor when I was 13. Word. So I grew up in the church, but my father didn't become a pastor until, like I said, until I was 13. So, you know what I'm saying, first half of my life is different from, you know, this second half of being kind of more involved, you know what I'm saying, in the church. Like, I do audio visual at my church. Mm-hmm. So that's that, like this morning I was, you know what I'm saying, setting up iPad, setting up camera, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the back changing slides and everything, you know.
So you on iLock for real?
Yeah. So I just felt that was because my father's a pastor who used to be a teacher. So that's where he gets his motivation to be able to preach. He teaches. He doesn't do a lot of preaching. He doesn't do a lot of, you know what I'm saying? He breaks it down to you to where I feel like he would, if I played him devil's advocate, he would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like those are questions that we have and we need to be able to ask and get answered.
That's all.
Like, one of the things he talks about is like tradition, you know what I'm saying, in the church, and like, you know, how we're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying, be on the pulpit, or we're not supposed to be, you know, we're not supposed to touch the communion table, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, these are items. These aren't God. So are we worshiping the items? Yeah. Are we worshiping the house? Or are we worshiping who made the house? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And so he talks about that perspective, because growing up, you know what I'm saying, he used to get beatings for running across the pulpit, or get beatings for, you know what I'm saying, accidentally touching the communion table. And he thinks about, okay, what are we teaching? Are we teaching to idolize objects? Or are we teaching to, you know what I'm saying, idolize God, who is the person who, you know what I'm saying,
created us in his image.
Right, created man, who made the table, who, you know what I'm saying. Sure. So I felt like that was just very, very important to be able to put in there. All right, so next question. You did a My Block live performance for 10K Reps.
Yes.
What do you think has drawn people to that record so much? Personally, I like that record because I feel like it's an automatic record that you can like do something active to. I feel like you can get some shots up to that record, you know what I'm saying? So what do you think has drawn people to that record?
To me, 10K Reps is like my I'm trying to figure out the word or exactly what I want to say, but 10K Reps is something that I do all the time. 10K Reps is not like a song that's like, oh my God, Ryan Luc just dropped one of these. It's like, no, that's I always have a 10K Reps instead.
Yeah.
So just from rapping, I done had songs like 10K Reps, like Young Gunson is like that.
Mm-hmm.
5:30 a.m. is like that. Mm-hmm. Made in Virginia Freestyle is like 10K Reps. It's like one of those songs where it's not orthodox at all. Mm-hmm. It's a freestyle, but not for real, because I put a hook on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of them unorthodox songs. You can't tell me I can't rap. 37 bars or fucking 48 bars. It's no structure. Like, that's always been my thing. Like, get a beat, do what I want. Like, feel what I want to feel. Like, this a hook here and a bridge here. I might end on the bridge. I might. So to me, 10K reps is like,
or you may go instead of 16 bars, you may go 17.
Yeah,
you know what
like
I'm saying?
just cause I can.
Right.
Like, I feel that's what I feel like. Like, I'm stopping right here. Like, I feel like the hook's supposed to be right here and it's supposed to cut off. Like, you know what I mean? So 10K reps resemble these songs that is like staples for me that people already gravitated to.
Yeah.
So that's why we did 10K reps first, and because what you're saying, the high intensity of the song is just easier for people to bob their head to.
And that coming and I feel like the placement within the record, it gives it not a moment of relief, but it's like all right, cool, like all right, we're here. You know what I'm saying? We can just bop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After getting through, you know what I'm saying, Devil's Advocate and
Sure.
some shit that you really got to, you know what I'm saying, not think too much about, but shit you really got to listen to and be like, oh shit, what is he talking about? And then we get the 10K reps and it's like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, we floating.
Too much.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So even what I'm saying in 10K reps, still about everything that I was talking about before.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
but just in a different.
Yeah, I'm applying pressure now. Like,
right. It's one of the ones where you're applying the pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, so on Ducked Off, because that's the next one. On Ducked Off, one of my favorites. That beat is crazy. On Ducked Off, you claim the best rap album in Virginia after you say we're entitled to opinions. And you rap like you truly believe that, and I feel like that's how you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I just want to ask, in the past year, what changes or improvements have you seen within the scene that gives you hope for the time that we're in right now? You know, because I feel like in the past 10 years, 10 years, there has been people were still working, still doing what they need to do, but I feel like right now, it's kind of a renaissance.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's a renaissance, and it's a renaissance at a different level than where it was when we all started out. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So, what changes or improvements have you seen that you feel can, you know what I'm saying, can help us over the next couple of years?
I think improvement wise, I think the city itself, I think they seen the influx of people, you know what I'm saying, that really enjoy just Virginia Beach, that really just enjoy Portsmouth, that really can enjoy Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? So I think Virginia as a whole is being invested in differently. So we are getting different outcomes in the summertime or when it's peak time for our state. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I believe that's made more go-getters to say, hey, since we have this new space, why can't we come over here and do this? Or since you guys have occupied this time, why can't we have this other time slot? Like, so I feel like that's what's built us up more than anything, is that the infrastructure is just starting to be more, the people are starting to be more, so it gives us more opportunity to show someone new and to bring it to a new audience, really. You know what I'm saying? In new capacity.
More people are paying attention. More people outside of our scene are paying attention.
It's really coming in and bringing it back out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just stuff, just like with G Herbo and Off-Road Freestyle. Like, that's dope as hell that he even want to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even about him doing a freestyle. Like, he named it an Off-Road.
Right. And shooting all around this bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Drake dropped his album and he talking about
Virginia
Beach. Like, that's different than him coming here and doing a show. You know what I'm saying? That's music. That should have lived forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, people gonna be able to watch that G Herbo Norfolk video
forever.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Their whole life.
Right.
So it's a little different. I look at those things differently. You know what I'm saying? They give us a little bit of notoriety. They give us that life that maybe, like you said, that really ain't been here in a long time, if ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think it's cool that we have different artists. It's not just hip hop. It's not just trap. It's not just R&B. We have literally every artist you can find, in Virginia. They right here. You know what I'm saying? So you can really have a pick of your litter when you come here if you can find the right gym. You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact. I will always go out on the ledge and say we have the most versatile artists out of all the regions. Really? You know, like the fact that we don't have a quintessential sound speaks to our versatility, and that it speaks to all the influences, but we just create that sound throughout all the influences that, you know what I'm saying, that come through.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's dope. I went to the. Did you go to the Vibe Check Festival?
No.
So I was able to go there, and I felt like that was with that being the replacement for Something in the Water, bro.
Yeah.
Like that even in itself was like, oh, okay, this is where we need to be.
Okay.
Like this is what we need to be doing, because it was locals performing on the beach. Like I saw my boy Cam perform on the beach, Darren G perform on the beach, you know what I'm saying? Shan perform on the beach, and it was a free show to where anybody could come, you know what I'm saying? And that being on Friday and on Saturday, it was just like, oh, okay, this shows what we can do. And for that to be a free event, bro, like that jump was free to where anybody could come out, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if there was a ticketed event, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like having a ticketed event after showcasing a free event like that to where it was a success and it was peaceful and everything, to have a ticketed event, to be able to showcase the locals, I feel like it's gonna do even better. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we proved something with that. Okay, so next question. Talk about God Got Me with Kai Infinite and how that record came to be. Is this you guys' first collaboration?
Yeah. This is the first time me and Kyle did something.
Yeah.
I love Kyle music.
Yeah. He's one of them ones, man.
I was really late to even know who Kyle was. I had started doing a lot of stuff with G-Lit, like just kicking it with her or going to the studio, and I was on a few of her shows that she was putting together. So a lot of times just being around G, that's how I met Kai, because I didn't know who Kai was. And a lot of times that I saw him, I was just like, bro, like, I just really like your music. Like, it's not even about anything else. I never talk like, I got music, I'm a rapper. A lot of times I don't do that. Really, right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm the same way when I'm out.
Yeah, I really don't do that. I want people to just meet me. Right. Like, I want to be me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times when I saw him, I was just like, man, I love all your music and shit, fine. This and that. You know what I'm saying? Sooner, like, I don't know, maybe like a month or two later, we had seen each other again. He performed on the show that I was on, and he was just like, I love your whole set. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's work on something. Try to work on something, it didn't work out.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, it just didn't work out the way it needed to work out. Yeah. And then randomly, he was just like, yo, like, I got something. I know you're gonna love it. It's gonna be fire. I'm like, damn, like, send it to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you gonna put a verse on it? He like, yeah, like, it's gonna be hard. So he sent me God Got Me. Really, it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a.
So he sent you that with his hooks already. Yeah. And so all you had to do was fill in the verses.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's dope. So it happened the other way around. I like that.
Yeah, it was totally the other way around. I had already sent him something.
That's dope.
Waiting for him to send me something back, and then he sent me that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I just think it would be hard. And I was just like, damn. I heard it. I went to G. Me and G was in the studio, and I was like, yo, like, I got one. You know what I'm saying? She was like, what are you talking about? Like, concept for some shit. So we loaded it up. She was like, oh, this shit hard. So yeah, I just did it, and then I sent him the verse back because he was like, I just want you to put a verse on it. Once I sent him the verse, he was just like, bro, this shit perfect. I was like, word, you gonna put a verse on? He was like, hell no. Like,
you gonna put another verse on
your
this
song. Shit. Like, and I was like, what you mean is my song? He was like, bro, this is yours.
That's
like,
real shit.
I made this for you. Like, this is for you. So do whatever you want to do with it.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
dope. I
was like, damn, like, I gotta come up with a second verse because I just tried to wrap my heart around this first shit.
Because you thought you was gonna lay down the second one.
I was like, so
you had to top yourself.
Hard out on this. I said, how I'm gonna do a second shit on this? Like, and then once I laid the second verse, it was just like, this shit sound perfect. Like it's you know what I'm saying. The best thing, the number one thing I love about God Got Me, to me, it's such a smash song. To me, it's so you play this shit everywhere. Song like, and there's no cursing. He cursed one. We cursed one time, man. That's in the hook.
Yeah,
there's only one curse word in that song. So it's so clean.
I hadn't even.
It's
you know
so
what I'm saying?
clean.
Really thought about that.
It's just how it feels. It's motivating. It's and that's what I like about Kai's music. For me, it's really an affirmation thing. That's
it's motivating. Like it's uplifting. It's self-affirming.
Yeah, I love it. I love that because when I was down for real and depressed for real, I listened to his shit for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
he got them records to where you can go to them when you're feeling those type of ways, and
I felt like that. Yeah. Like when I was going through it, I was listening to his music for real. Like I was listening to it. Like so. That was cool that we had that interaction. Of course, we have our own personal interaction. But through the music, I was glad that we could get and have a record that it really meant something.
You know what I'm saying? And a record that now, you know what I'm saying, that can be from your catalog that people can listen to when they're going through something. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And be able to like have that confirmation. For you know? And yeah, so I love that. I mean, there's I think him and Cameron Parker have a song on Park Angel called Pray For Me. And that's one of those songs for me, you know what I'm saying? And so this will be added to, like I have a playlist that I have in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Like a faith-based playlist. And Pray For Me is on that, and God Got Me is gonna be on that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's dope. We talked about Rain being a second interlude. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? I feel like from God Got Me to the Rain feels like a point of like enlightenment or like or like revelation or like sharing the revelation. And I just want to mention I feel like it's those type of songs that have your family thinking that you could have been a minister.
They already think I am.
So you know what I'm saying? It's those type of songs, but at the same time, that doesn't. I like the fact that that's part of you. So you're putting what you're believing, what you're going through, what you're using to be able to get you through, and just putting it in the music, and it's just gonna resonate with who it resonates with. Sure. You know what I'm saying? You're not shying away from that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because biggest thing about that is I learned that like through everything, through the transitions. It's like especially the changes in titles, I talk about that a lot. Like there is no need to shy away from anything, because you have to accept it for you to get to the next spot. Right. That's the whole thing about God and trying to give you that discernment, so you can see that I'm showing you. He's always showing you. It's totally up to you for you to see it and then apply it and know, oh, that was God.
Yep. And if not, if you miss it, it'll keep coming in different ways until you be like, oh, that was that.
Yep, until we get around it. But you gotta accept it. Right. It is what it is. Right. Like, this is your life, and it's okay for that to be your life. Right. We don't do everything that we want to do, but this is gonna get you where you need to be. Like, and that's all it is. Once you accept them things that you just don't want to do, you start to realize, oh, everything else falling right in my lap the way I needed it to be. It's because you ain't want to do that thing you want to do. Like, that's all it is.
That's all facts. That is all facts. All right, so next is, do you have a favorite track or a track that speaks to you the most?
My favorite song?
Yeah. Or I said a track that speaks to you the most, because, I mean, sometimes it may not be like a favorite. You may like them all, but is there a track that like speaks to you the most?
Yeah. Changes in titles. Okay. That speaks to me the most. Like, I cried writing the song. I done cried listening to the song. I done cried like other people playing it. They done cried. Like, it's a lot of people that really like feel emotional about that song, because that's just one of them songs. But yeah, Changes in Titles is a song that moves me. If I had to say like my favorite song from the whole album, it's probably 10K Reps, just because like the flips that I make with talking about my son, like all them little flips. It's like, yeah, I'm saying this, but I'm really talking about my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who is Papa Bear? Like, because I call my dad Papa. I mean, call my son Papa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the little flips, I love it.
Walk in the room, don't need no intro, that's a flex. I done flexed on every stage, tell me what's next. Me and my seed, we gotta eat, who gonna cover the check? All of this lack of respect, I'm a vet in this game, I done put in my 10,000 reps. Walked in the room, don't need no intro, that's a flex. I done flexed on every stage, tell me what's next. Me and my seed, we gotta eat, who gonna cover the check? All of this lack of respect, I'm a vet in this game, I done put in my 10,000 reps.
Me applying pressure and me applying pressure with my kid.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like, ain't
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
changed. Like,
I'm turned up with my kid.
yeah, it's still lit. Like, it's even more lit. Like, even that's a flip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas thought I was raw before, but now I'm turned up with my kid. It's like, yeah, niggas thought I was nice before, but now I got a kid. He's still nice, but it's like, nigga, before, like, I was raw. You know what I'm saying? So, like, nigga, I'm going raw. That's why I got a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just fuck all them little flips.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so the next track, because I'm kind of going in order. Talk about just real quick the creation of Banker. Is it Banker Road?
Yeah, Banker Road.
Banker Road. Yeah. Talk about the creation of that with G Lit and Naive. And was there a conversation like among each artist about the song's like theme and like what you were talking about in the record?
So I had already wrote Banker Road, and I talk about Banker Road like Big Sean talks about My Last.
Yeah,
the song My Last with Chris Brown.
Yeah,
like it's the same exact way to me. And Big Sean, one of my favorite artists. So Banker Road, what is my favorite artist? Banker Road is. It's a DJ in the area, DJ Wealthy. That's his beat. He been sending his beat a long time ago, but this was just one of them beats that spoke to me. So no matter what, like I was gonna rap on this beat. Okay. So
this is a beat you've had for a minute.
Yeah, I had that beat for a minute.
Oh, wow.
It's just something that it always spoke to me every time it came on.
Yeah.
It felt like, damn, I gotta rap on this beat. You know what I'm saying? So I called it Banker Road because that's where he from.
Okay.
Like. That's how he named it.
Got
so sometimes I get beats it's named like that, and I go off of that because it's like, nah, everything feel correct. I ain't supposed to name this nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna force a name onto this.
Yes.
If this kind of feels okay, all right,
So
it already is, then
yeah. So I kept it like that.
Gotcha.
But as far as G and Naive, it's really just I heard them. It wasn't a thing where like I was in there and I couldn't do it. Like I did it myself already. Like it's like a million versions of Banker Road. Like I just heard them when I'm writing stuff. Sometimes I really do be writing stuff for people because I can hear their voice. It just hopefully they, you know what I'm saying?
So yes.
Yeah, it's not like a same thing with rapping. Like somebody might write something for me and be like, "Hey, I wrote something for you." I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't trying to rap with you. I can rap, like you know what I'm saying." So sometimes it's like that.
I got a pen too, nigga.
Yes, like that. It really be like that, and I understand because I write music too. Like, sometimes I hear people singing, and I be like, I just really want to.
And not everybody has that ear, but some people have that ear to where it's like, wait, I know your shit, and I'm writing some shit. I think
you can do this. You will murder this.
You know what I'm
saying? So G was down. Like as soon as I told her, she was like, "Yeah, I do whatever. Like I'm down. I got you." You know what I'm saying? It was hard to get Naive in the studio, but when we got Naive to the studio, really it sounded like this ain't none of our songs no more. This Naive song, like, cause she was smoking that shit, like. So all I really had to do was let her listen to it. So we just had a session. We was all in the session sitting down. I was like, this right here is where I want y'all to be at, what I want to feel like, you know what I'm saying? And it just came together that way. And I felt like their voices just not a nuance, but their voices ended up being nuanced for the way that the album was set up. So it just gave that, again, how you said the second half was just so different from the first half. It gave that like almost like they breathed into the album a little differently from now because you getting the features and hearing how they're placed. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And even with that that ending part, you know what I'm saying, to where you're including poetry, you know what I'm saying, at the end, to where you hear their vocals, you know, kind of under your poetry. That gives it a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like in terms of track listing, it all flows so well, bro. Like it all flows so well. and to be able to have, you know what I'm saying, Banker Road and then go into,
Dwayne.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I feel like it all flowed perfectly. Okay, so real quick about Banker Road, so y'all on that song you talk about being like too giving, having a big heart, and how that can be to one's detriment, especially when you may be in the same field of work. I just felt like that was important just to mention.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to Can't Go No More. That's my third favorite song on the album. Why do you feel like it was necessary? I feel like we talked a little bit about this at the beginning when we talked about how the album opened, but why do you feel like it was necessary for this to be the closing track?
For me, Can't Go No More for me was I literally want people to think of it like a book. It's a book. Heavenly Flows and Can't Go No More is it's like reading the back and the front of the book. Like it's only giving you a little synopsis. You still have to read the book to know what happened in the book.
Yeah, you still got to read that to know why he can't go no more.
You get what I'm saying? So he can get, and then when it start over, it get to Heavenly Flows, and Heavenly Flows is just telling you, hey, like this guy going somewhere.
Right.
Like he's trying to get here, but this is what's been happening. You know what I'm saying? So Can't Go No More is so upbeat, it's so up tempo. It's just one of them songs to me, but it's what I'm saying. So it's like almost like I put the medicine inside the candy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That was my big thing about.
And even with the different like vocal inflections, like at those last couple of bars that you have, to where the tone changes, to where you really gotta, you know what I'm saying, listen. But at the same time, I'm vibing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, wait, hold up, he's saying some shit. He's saying some shit.
Like even like it's like I said, I try to keep that theme of like God the whole time.
Yeah.
Even in that tempo of the beat, it's like, how do you still find a way to still talk about preaching? How do you still talk like why? Like almost like, why are you talking about this on this song?
Yeah.
It's like it's supposed to be like that. Like whatever we doing, we still can talk and have like positive conversations through all of this. Like whatever BPM this is, I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, you still supposed to be saying something of substance. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the other side. It's just that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a talk like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to end Can't Go No More. I wanted to end with Can't Go No More because I wanted to end on a high. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to end on a high, and for when the album starts right over, you didn't lose anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it slowed down to come back up. Everything still flowed back down in the same process.
It sure does.
Yeah. That's why I kept it like that.
Okay.
So as soon as it come back on again, it's like that BPM just pick right back up. Like boom. Yep. I mean, it's playing it again.
Right. I mean, because every time I've listened to it, you know what I'm saying, I'll get to the end, and I think the first couple of times I listen to it, I let it flow like that. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of let it flow. And like I said, I'm an album ass nigga. Like I love albums. I love a good project. I love to hear how somebody opens it. I love to hear how somebody closes it. You know what I'm saying? I love for a closing song to bring me to tears. You know what I'm saying? And like an opening song to really like get me like, you know what I'm saying? So I just love the way you open it, and then love the way you were able to close it.
Down in my circle on my square, show love when I should, treating everyone like fam. I just need a ride or die. She ain't gotta be no 10. On the real, I've been that nigga ever since I turned 10. When I walk inside the room, I leave impressions on them. I kept it real, I ain't never